welcome back to my channel. My name is MorganChin. I'm a product designer, and on this channel I talk about tech, switching your career to tech, virtual reality, and virtual reality world building. So welcome back. I know it's been a while. As you can tell, we're in a new space. I have a new background, and we actually moved to a new city, which is why I have been a little MIA. I have moved with my family to London for my job, and the moving process was absolutely so crazy. So that is why I'm just now getting back to filming videos, but I'm back now and super excited to be back with you all for another Build With Me video. Today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I've been seeing all over the internet about these AI tools coming up with really awesome images, so I thought that I would try it out this time. I decided to use DALL-E to come up with some type of image for me to build, use a prompt, and then I took that image, looked for some more inspiration, came up with an idea, and then I'm gonna take that to Horizon Worlds and I'm gonna build it. So this is gonna be like a really cool AI to Horizon Worlds video. So I'm excited about this. I know AI has been a little controversial on the internet, but I am not claiming this to be my art. Instead, I'm just hoping and looking for ideas on what to build. Sometimes I kind of just don't know what I want to do, and it's nice to just type something in and get out ideas that I can then go in and build. My favorite process is more so the actual execution, going in there, building it out. So that's why I think this would be a really great tool to help. You should try it out and let me know how it works for you. And if you've used any AI tools for your art, for your building, anything like that, I'd love to know kind of how it's gone for you. Or if you have like recommendations for different tools that I should try to use to get images to build with, let me know in the comments below. So we're gonna get started, and the first thing that I'm gonna do is show you how I use DALL-E, the prompts I put in to get this image that we're gonna use to build today. So let's go. So now I'm at my computer and I'm gonna show you exactly what I did to get this image. I know it's a little blurry, I'll make it clear in a second, but I basically went to DALL-E online and I typed in this prompt here. It says a dystopian environment, futuristic geometry with dynamic architectural structures made of 3D primitive shapes, planets in the background, wide angle. I know that's a lot, but when I first came on here, I was like, dystopian environment in the future. And the DALL-E was like, it's actually better if it's more specific. So I remembered a tip I got from watching Don Allen on one of his Instagram lives, and he specifically wrote 3D primitive shapes when he was looking for something to make in Horizon Worlds. And it's actually genius because Horizon Worlds gives you these primitive shapes as like kind of mainly what you can use. They do have other stuff, but mostly primitive shapes. So to get the image already made up of these shapes makes it so much easier to break it down and actually build it in Horizon Worlds. And then I went to the Midjourney Discord, got some ideas of what other people were writing so that I could be a bit more specific about what I wanted in the scene and the angle of the shot. I was thinking this could be a planet in the year 3065. I named it Sade. And it's made up of these precious minerals that are used for energy. And you'll sometimes see that in these movies, and I thought that'd be a really cool story for this, that like maybe this is the planet and it has all these different moons up here, and it's this like mountainous terrain that has these like mineral deposits, super futuristic because it's the year 3065. And they're used for energy. Maybe other places come in and they take the energy. And so when I'm building, I kind of want it to feel a bit like dangerous, a bit moody, kind of dark, as you can see, a bit foggy. So I'm gonna try to do that in Horizon Worlds. And then what I did was I went on Pinterest and I kind of looked for more dystopian type images in the desert, because I felt like some of these structures are a little bit difficult to build, or I'm not really sure what they are. They're just not clear from the image. And so I kind of took this like pyramid inspiration, and in my drawing, that's not that great, I kind of drew something similar that might be nice. I took this other like triangle, it's kind of like, looks like energy or like something could shoot out of it, and kind of add that here. I love the metal of this, whatever this is, and so I thought maybe some of these moons could be different texture, like a grainy texture, a metal, a white. Maybe I could add something to this to make it this like bumpy texture. And then what I did was I kind of went in and traced over the image to try to break everything up into shapes. Like these would be long rectangles, these would be maybe cubes. I could use rectangles, maybe triangles, maybe there's like circles. Here I might be able to use that like donut shape. Just different things like that that can help me when I'm building. So now I'm gonna use this image with the drawing kind of broken up, the inspiration for how I want it to feel on our planet Zaid, and I'm gonna start building in Horizon Worlds. Okay, I got my headset and I'm gonna go in and start building the planet Zaid in Horizon Worlds. I haven't built in a while, y'all. I'm so happy to be able to be back in here. And I am starting with the blank world. I think I'm gonna start with the ground and just kind of work my way from the ground up. So starting with the terrain, and I think I'm gonna cover this. So let's open up the menu and look for some shapes that's gonna give me that kind of like mountainous. So we're looking for like humps, hills, mountains. I feel like this shape would be really good, and maybe I can make some mountains out of this triangle. It might be a little too sharp. Maybe I can put, actually, I can put this and this together to make some like faux hills or whatever. So let's try that. Move this guy out of the way because it's gonna get covered up. We'll just hang out here on this little square. Okay, so let's see, with the first little mountain, because I think this is actually not be helpful. I'm going to make a little post here so that I can kind of say like, this is my viewpoint that I'm going to be viewing this from. So it's kind of the same angle as what I would have had in the image. If that makes sense, like the image is from a certain angle, so I want to kind of mark where I would need to be standing to get that same view that I have in the image from DALL-E. So there it is. Now I can get started with the front row of humps, and I want to make it pretty big, so because I want to cover that, but I also want just it to feel ginormous. I don't know, is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. I just want it to feel huge. And then I have on my favorite snap tool because it's just so much easier and faster to build this way. I can snap things into place and kind of move them around. So this is like the first hill, and these are really, I think to me, supposed to feel like a mountainous terrain, right? So that's kind of how I want it to feel. And I'll let this go off to the side here. Let's see what it looks like from my little point. That's nice. I think it needs to be lower though, because I don't want to be able to see the bottoms. So let's select both of these, pull it down, and then I got too low. No, that's good. But we also, maybe a little too low. try this again. Yeah, because the landscape I have is too flat. It was bothering me over there. So I am just putting together different shapes, different angles to kind of give it more of a mountainous like look, if that makes sense. Do you see? It kind of looks like the land is like going up and down, and it looks more mountainous and just bumpy and cliffy, and a bit more what I'm looking for. I'm kind of just playing around with this to get the look I'm going for, and part of me kind of isn't really sure, but it's like I want something a bit kind of like a hill that has these little like mounds kind of coming out of it, and they're different sizes. Okay, so it's kind of just playing around with the shapes there. I feel like this is in a better spot than it was. The terrain looks a bit more mountainous. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. So as you can see, as I go on, and I'll probably add some like of these things sticking out, kind of just playing with it. Like there's no real rhyme or reason to what it is that I'm doing. I'm just in here trying stuff, doing stuff, seeing what I like, what I don't like, and going from there. And as you can see, I'm not afraid to try stuff and be like, oh no, girl, that's not it. Like, absolutely not. I'm not afraid to do something and realize it's an epic fail and try something else, you know? And you kind of have to be that way, where you're just like, oh, that's cool, or like, oh no, that's really not cool. Let me try something else instead, and be okay making these like kinds of mistakes and stuff. Because you're probably not gonna get exactly the effect you're looking for on the first go around. And it's also not gonna turn out how you think. Like, if you think about the picture that I showed you, this is not exactly like that. So I'm imagining, like, how can I make something similar with these shapes that I do have available to me here? And it's not exactly the same. And you know, if you took this picture and you try to interpret it, you probably would make something completely different, and it would look completely different to like what I've done. And I think that's the really cool thing about it. Guys, check out my world I made from AI to VR. I got an image from DALL-E and came and brought it in and built it in Horizon Worlds. I hope you enjoy. I showed you how I took an AI image and brought it into VR and built it into a whole world in Horizon Worlds. It was pretty cool, pretty fun. I've never done anything like that. So let me know your thoughts if you want me to do more AI images, turning them into Horizon Worlds, or what else you would like to see from me. I really appreciate you being here, watching these videos, subscribing, leaving comments. It means so much to me. If you like this kind of video, I have more Build With Me videos on my channel. And if you've already seen those, don't worry, I'll be back with more videos soon. I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.